All right, guys, now we're going to show you how to kill a snake. The safest way is we just got a flat bladed shovel here. We're going to pin it behind his head. He is going to go nuts here. All right, so we've got his head pinned. And now, just got a box cutter here. You want to keep a lot of pressure down on this blade. Right there goes his spinal cord. And he's dead. So there you go. His head is off. Sometimes when you go to grab him, the body will still move from nerves. He does have a little bit of, you can see he's still kinked up there. But that's a dead snake. You do not want to touch that head yet. That head can still move and still bite you. I don't know if it will right now. There, you could just see his tongue just came out still. He is still trying to bite right now and his head is off. That is a totally decapitated snake and he's still trying to bite you. You definitely want to watch out for that. But next we'll get him skinned up here. All right, guys, we've got the head off this snake here. I did start down the edge here, but you're gonna want to use, these are just like kitchen shears. You can use a box cutter also, but I find these kitchen shears seem to work the best. It's easier to get a straight cut. The snake does still have some nerves in him that are moving around a little bit. So when I'm using the shears on him, he does seem to freak out a little bit. But I've got started here. You basically just want to go straight down the center of his belly, and he's gonna freak out here when I do this, but just try to keep it as straight as possible. At this point, you're obviously not gonna hurt him, so you can kind of pin him down if you have to, but we're just cutting straight along the belly here until you get back to the rattle. He's fighting me every inch of the way. I can time lapse this part. I will stop once I get back here. You want to stop right when you get to the rattle, and I'll show you what to do once you get back there. All right, guys, you get back here and it gets tough to keep the garden shears down through there, so we're gonna finish it off with the box cutter here. And you just want to stay as centered as possible. He's gonna freak out. Back here where it gets tight is really where you want to make sure you're centered. And right when you get to the rattle, you want to stop. All right, guys, so we got the snake cut straight down the center here. We're just gonna take it up here by where his head was at. You want to start getting the skin peeled back. And once you get that skin peeled back, just grab a hold of the meat, grab a hold of the skin, and you should just be able to peel it straight back along the body. And it actually comes off pretty darn easily. The problem is he's slippery. If you get to a tough spot at all, you can kind of take your knife and pull the skin away from the meat. But we're gonna stop at video here. You just basically do that the whole way back to the rattle, and I'll show you once you get to the rattle. All right, so once we get back here to the tail, you can see there's a little bit of meat here we got to clean off. But for the most part, we're right back to the rattle. Get that little bit of meat out of there, and then you're going to get some borax, and you'll spread it out on the thing, which there'll be a different video about that. But for now, that is how you clean it. This here is your meat. Obviously, we need to rinse it off. We've got some grass on there. But in order to do this, you just literally want to get your hand down in here, grab a box cutter to get started, and they actually gut pretty darn easily. It's pretty much just membrane. Once you get it started, you can just grab it and pull straight back out, right like that. And there's pretty much a gutted snake. A little bit of cleanup in here left to do, but I mean that's your tenderloin, which not that there's much on it like a deer, but that's how you gut a snake. I mean, it pretty much comes out in one shot.